Welcome back, everybody, to the Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Woo!
We're back.
Yes.
You're back. We're happy to have you. As always, this is Super Blastex, joined by
TokuTony. Howdy.
And this week, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to talk about superhero time.
Wow. First time. Ever.
Actually, not different at all. We do this every week.
Yes.
We're going to talk about what happened last week, which for us was yesterday, on Toei's Superhero Time. It's still crazy to me that this image we have for our podcast talking right now.
Yeah.
Spoils the hell out of a forum that we haven't officially seen yet.
Right.
3 weeks before it's actually out?
Yeah, three episodes, so 3 whole weeks.
Yeah.
Before anything.
Something fell again.
Just like last time we were recording this, something fell.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it's your... That doesn't matter. I don't want to say it's your K-pop albums, but I think it is the Zenkaiger mechs. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
That is weird.
So yeah, before we get into what happened last week, what happened in the most recent Superhero Time, which is Boonboomger episode 2 and Gotchard episode 26.
Yes, 26.
We do try to talk a little bit about what happened in our personal lives our past week. So Tony.
Yes.
How was your week?
Very, very good. I've been off of on-call this entire week, and I've made the most out of it. Jesus Christ. I've been out a lot. That comes with the downside of me not going to the gym a lot. I only went like 3 times this week. Feel pretty bad about that.
Wow.
But yeah. But I got to spend time with my friends, and I was really good. I actually have I went out on Friday night to go see Dune.
Dune 2 chicks the same... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, man. Probably one of the greatest movies of all time.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. But it was very good. I liked it a lot. I liked it so much.
I heard it was really good.
Yeah, everyone... I've also been seeing a lot of good reviews about it. I mean, I think it's a really great movie. I thought Oppenheimer was going to be my favorite movie of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, though. So I still have to wait for Oppenheimer. That 4-hour movie, just like this.
You don't have to wait for Oppenheimer.
No?
No, it's there. What do you mean you have to wait for it?
For it to come on streaming services.
It's on HBO Max.
Is it HBO Max?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Or Max, whatever.
Yeah. I gotta watch it then, because Jesus Christ, I was waiting for that movie for so long. But I loved Dune 2, man. All 5 hours of it. And the script for 3 is almost done. What the director's saying, so we might get it in another 2-3 years. Another Dune movie.
I'm concerned about how they're going to end this whole thing. Because Dune has no end.
Right.
As far as I know. It was written by, I don't know who. But I know after he passed, his son took up the rest of writing it. And that, apparently, he just keeps writing. Yeah. He's not really ending it. And it's something like dad wrote 8 books and the sons wrote like 16 or some shit like this.
Right.
So yeah, with that in mind, I don't even know how they approached starting to make this film if there's no end in sight.
I'm assuming all the books that the son made are not going past the dad's original story. I'm assuming it's like all extra background stuff and history lore stuff.
Sure, but even then, I think the dad, his ending isn't...
It's open-ended?
Doesn't have an ending, right?
Yeah, because he died before making... He died,
I don't know anything about that.
I read something about he died like a year before the old movie came out. Like the movie...
the 80s? The 80s movie?
That one. But that might not be true. I might be skimming that. I read fast through that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna see it? Dune 2?
Probably when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the theaters for that. Not for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
I went to Alamo Draft House, and oh my god.
Usually they're pretty good at that. Did they have an intermission?
No, they did not.
Wow.
And I was surprised by that because I was hearing about that some theaters like Alamo would have like a wait in the middle if it was super long, and I thought, okay, we're gonna be able to stretch our legs for a little bit, but then we were halfway through, or more than halfway through, and I was like, Jesus Christ, we're still, oh my god, we're going through this like so much.
Well, they would have announced it, I think.
Yeah, beforehand or something.
Yeah.
It's so good. The theater is so nice. The food is all right. I mean, you go there for the really good movie experience. The whole point of being there is that everyone's quiet. Like if you say something or if you do anything, they're very strict about it. Other people will call and write a note like the person next to me is being loud, and then they'll kick you out, which I haven't seen yet, but I do believe people will do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad for that because here at the movie theater down the street, everyone's loud and crazy with the lights on and everything, recording the movie and all that. So I like to go to a place where it's like actually about watching the movie.
Yeah. Do you do anything this week?
My friend Jaylon is in town.
Right.
So he came in Monday or Sunday, I think, and he just left today. I went to go see him earlier today, tell him goodbye and all that. Very sad times, but I did go out, or I went to his place yesterday for his niece's birthday party. It was very nice. Their family is so cool with me just hanging out, just being there and all the time since, I've known it since I was little. They think I'm a little weird though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I am. But like...
Why? What do you like sing there or?
No, I mean, I'm the same as I am here. That's just I don't know, it's just the vibe I get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they don't...
They don't tell me, hey, Antonio, you're weird.
Treat you differently or anything?
No.
Okay, they just think you're weird.
Yeah, because other kids are weird.
Okay. Maybe that you think you're weird because you're friends with their weird kids.
I've also thought about that. Jaylon's a weird guy.
One eye open when I'm sleeping.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't finish it.
One eye open when I'm sleeping. One eye.
Yeah, I knew you would.
One eye open when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, you're weird.
One eye.
Yeah, you're a weird kid, man.
Love that vine so much.
I didn't really do much this week. My friends work... No. How do I say this? Spring break is starting this week.
Yeah, spring break.
So, I'm excited for no traffic, honestly.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. It's weird that there is no traffic on spring break. Even though I know kids don't really... Well, I say kids, not like they're driving, but kids don't really use the freeways to get to school. They shouldn't.
Right.
But the freeways do clear up during spring break, which is bananas to me. I know their buses ride the bus. The buses ride the freeway sometimes, school buses, but I've always thought it was weird that the
traffic here.
Traffic clears up on the freeways when there's no school.
I always thought it was because whenever there's no school...
I mean, the teachers also don't drive too, so...
Right. The parents are taking the kids somewhere else. Like somewhere to like a different part of town, or not just going straight, moving from back and forth and back and forth. Like, I know people don't come to Houston as like a vacation destination or something. They come here for like family. So maybe they're going to like Florida. And that's why we don't see a lot of traffic. 'Cause everyone's over there in Florida. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, we see traffic in the morning.
Yeah.
And then after work, which a lot of times coincides with going to school in the morning and leaving school in the afternoon, night.
Right.
So during spring break, that's going to be cleared up. I'm hoping. We'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. You hear about it next week.
This traffic was the worst traffic I've ever had in my life.
I didn't really do
Dune.
anything this week, including Soto or Mini Plow.
Yeah.
We didn't touch anything this week. I just didn't set aside time for it, honestly. Still going to the gym every day, except for the weekend. But I don't know. I need to just set aside time. I'm so dog tired at the end of the day. I don't feel like I can do it, but I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna try to make one tiger this week.
Yes.
Especially since I'm supposed to be getting a package tomorrow with the contents of Daimugen. The big turtle. And he is humongous. It's gonna be scary. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put that. Yeah.
Put him on top of the TV.
I could put him on I could put him on my computer.
Christ. Yeah, you can put it on your computer.
We'll see. So I got two beautiful people on it already, so I don't really have a slide for this that I'm going to talk about. I mean, was that it for your week basically?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be in my own little sanctum for the next 2 weeks, me being on call.
Yeah, you can be on call again for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, for the rest of the month. I'm gonna be in my sanctum sanctorum. In my own little bubble.
Not for the rest of the month, because you're not going to be on call the last week of March, thank God.
Is it? Oh yeah, no, yeah, the last week of March.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
3 on call 3 weeks in a row. Go.
I could do that.
To hell.
I could do that. Shoot, if I got on call for the whole month, that could pay for California. That'd be it. That would be all of it.
Yeah, I think we did mention last week we bought our tickets.
Now we just gotta buy the Paramorphicon tickets itself.
Yeah.
And get a hotel.
Yes. And
and a Uber car maybe.
we're not gonna get a car. We're just gonna Uber. But I am planning on doing the thing that we said we'd do, is get a hotel for the last days of the trip, but the first day I want to try and stay at one of my buddies' houses.
Yeah. Thank you.
What did you? We're probably gonna do it again when we get there. But what did you think of? You remember Shakey's?
Shakey's.
It was the first place we went to when we landed.
Shakey's
2 years ago. It was like a pizza buffet.
Oh yeah, I do remember that place. Yeah. It was a place that you and your friend used to go to all the time.
We used to go every week.
Yeah, I liked it. I did like it a lot. And what was the joke about it? It was the family diner or something, or it was like the hangout. What was the joke about it?
I don't remember.
God, I remember because it was something like, oh, nice. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
So that's gonna help lead into what we're gonna talk about next.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Shakey's.
Yeah, I just thought about it again, about like some of the stuff we're gonna do over there again. I let my friends know. Only one of them responded to me so far. Anyway, I think we're gonna go through with going to Frankenson's the first day.
Yeah. I'm told. Yeah.
So Wednesday.
Set that in stone.
And then Thursday, it's gonna be a free day.
Thursday we can go down to downtown LA, give chewing gum to the homeless.
No, C4s.
C4, yes.
Or
give them energy.
Ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts are in right now. Or Prime's in.
No, I'm not gonna give money to Logan Paul.
True. So they can chew gum and still be starving.
Is that a thing?
The Dave Chappelle joke.
Oh.
He gave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they can chew gum and still be hungry.
Look at that superhero time. Pretty sick, guys.
It's kind of stacked. Not gonna lie.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
You can barely see Boon Orange. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much our week. When we come back next week, we are going to talk about having bought our tickets to Paramorphicon.
Yes.
And the hotel.
Yeah.
That'll be a thing because this is paycheck week.
Oh, yeah. Paycheck coming up.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So,
oh, actually, that reminds me. It's paycheck week coming up. You remember when I was first looking at my audio interface, my Scarlett, the red one that I use?
Scarlett?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Audio interface.
Yeah, the little red box with the mics.
Yes.
So the reason I had gotten that one was because it was between two options: the at-home interface and then a portable interface that you could use to go around everywhere. With the Scarlett, with the Scarlett, I use my
Hold on, take a quick second. Let all that gas out, boy. You got to burp. It's gonna sound weird to everybody that's listening to this. Why does he keep stopping every 3 words?
I chugged the last bit of this Topo Chico.
Yeah. What is it, like blueberry flavor or something?
Yeah, blueberry. It's a Topo Chico Sabores, so it's blueberry.
It is blueberry?
Yeah, blueberry and hibiscus.
Okay, there. That's more normal sounding.
All right.
Okay, so your mobile.
Yeah, the Scarlett I got that was used for my MacBook. Now the other option was the PodTrack P4, which is the mobile device that you take around everywhere. It's just its own interface. You put an SD card in there, and you just do the mobile stuff. I bought the Scarlett because I thought at the time when we were first doing the podcast, I'm gonna use this in home. Whenever I got to do mobile stuff, I'll just take it with me and my MacBook. That'll be so much more convenient. With the revelation of I might not be able to take all of my podcast stuff, the PodTrack P4 is now something that I'm going to get very soon. Because it's the whole setup in one. All I got to do is take that and then a wire and a mic, and then we can do the interviews like how we were saying before.
Okay.
There you go. I don't have to carry it on my MacBook and then my audio interface and then having it opened up and everything, and then have someone else like you hold the camera, and then me having the thing and having my headphones on and all that.
I mean, I hear you. But there's so many nobodies who do it daily with just their little iPhone and their little microphone. That's what I was talking about. We just do it real cheap and dirty.
Most people on TikTok are like this all the time. Like this.
For audio, or they have the
for audio listeners, I have my phone upside down up to my face like this, like a mic. Or we could get like a little lavalier mic. I've seen that being popularized too. The little $90 Rode mics. $90? Yeah, $90 like Rode.
That's crazy.
Little lavalier mics that you just plug in. It's like a little tiny square. You hold it up someone's mouth. You know.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't know it was $90.
It gets the point across. No, yeah, all audio stuff is.
No, I'm sure there's a way. Temu or some shit.
Stupid. Yeah, true. Temu. And then get my credit card stolen information.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Like TikTok Shop. I still don't trust TikTok Shop.
No, you shouldn't either.
No, I never used Temu. Never used. What was it? The other one. The other one. Wish.com. Never using TikTok Shop because I know for a fact I'm gonna wake up one day and I'm gonna be $3,000 taken out of my account. But I digress.
One eye
open when I'm sleeping.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that was the end of it. PodTrack P4 in the works because it is just easier, just like that. I should have got it 2 years ago.
So we're here, and this, I guess, would be a little quick break. Not like an actual break. We'll do the chapters.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start talking about something else. We don't have TokuTony time, but we do have some little bits of news to talk about real quick. This first bit, I don't have an image attached to talk about real quick. I didn't want to mention it because it's a pretty big part of my entertainment experience, my entertainment life. And part of the reason why I wanted to do something like this podcast. AT&T Warner has shut down Rooster Teeth. And part of Rooster Teeth obviously is Funhouse.
Right.
So I never ever really cared about Rooster Teeth at large. None of their content ever really appealed to me. RVB, I thought Ruby looked... You know what? I'm not going to get them mad at me. I don't even know. Are you a big Ruby fan?
No.
Okay, I'm not. I don't want, but you can guess my.
I was a big Ruby fan up until season 4.
Okay.
People in the fandom will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, is that when Miles? No.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. You're on the right train of thought.
Okay. Genlock, RVB, Let's Play, Achievement Hunters, none of that.
Genlock was okay. It looked bad, but it was all right.
What was it? AWU, none of that really was for me. AWU.
Oh yeah, AWU, yeah.
But Funhouse, they were my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I watched their channel all the time. Every day I try to get to, because they would do a video. When I started watching them back when they were newer-ish, they used to do 2 videos a day. It's wild.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And then they got Monday, Wednesday, Friday 2 videos a day, and then Tuesday and Thursday still had a video. So it was 8 videos a week.
Yeah.
And then they cut back, and it got less and less and less, which happens. But it was just a shocker that my favorite like video game media group of people are jobless, and it was tough being at work with that information. I think that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday. And yeah, I was just all day at work thinking about that. Like, man, I really like these guys. They're funny. They do their best to spread happiness and cheer to everybody. Genuinely, they're not like vile or evil. Not evil, but like toxic. They're not trolls or anything like that. They genuinely always felt like good people, and you could see that in the way they treated each other, the way they treated their guests, and their humor was in line with my kind of humor. Even when, like in the earlier days, they had more they were a bit more crass and a bit ruder, bluer. They sort of grew out of that. They grew up, and it kind of felt like I grew with them. Even though every now and then they would just make cum jokes, which happens, And it can be funny. I make stupid jokes too. But yeah, Wednesday I was just thinking like, man, they just don't have a job. Those guys just are out of a job. Wow. That. Damn. So that was just tough to imagine. Then luckily the next day on Thursday they had a live stream where they sort of spoke about what's going on, and what's going to happen is they do still have time, thanks to they would have subathons, where they would try to get people to sub, and obviously you do that by paying money, and they set it up by goals. So if they get a certain amount of subs, they'll do certain specific videos, and they keep hitting their goals and stuff because people wanted them to survive. So basically, even though Rooster Teeth has shut down, that's not going to be a thing anymore. Basically what that means is Warner Brothers is not going to give them any more money. Right. Funhouse will continue thanks to the money that they've gotten from this last subathon they had. So we don't really know how long that is. I think it might be until the end of the month, just because that's how leases work. And they might just be kicked out by the end of the month, which that makes sense. But Funhouse on their live stream on Thursday, they felt, again, very earnest, very true, saying that they felt guilty because of what the situation is, and they're gonna do their best to fulfill a lot of their goals that they met, or that were reached. And then they sort of reassured that they're not gonna completely disappear. Hopefully what that means is they'll continue and do something new, make a new kind of thing, stream, who knows. But that was tough on Wednesday, thinking about that. And then Thursday they had the live stream. Thursday night comes, and an even bigger thing happens. Huge thing. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit, each of us sort of talking about what and how this news and this person affected us, you and me, TokuTony. Yeah, Thursday night, we found out that Akira Toriyama the creator, artist, author, visionary of so many things, namely Dragon Ball, passed away. And he actually passed away on the 1st. I know you can't really read it, but I just want that visual of the actual official.
Oh, yeah.
Note we got. So like I said, we found out on the first. We found out he actually passed away on the 1st. 68 years old.
Wow.
And this is actually the image we're gonna keep it on when we're talking about this. Tony, what do you have any? Well, real quick, Akira Toriyama did the designs for Dragon Quest.
Mm-hmm.
He did the slime, which is like the base level monster in Dragon Quest, which itself is very iconic in the video game world. He created the character designs for Chrono Trigger,
mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Z, Aurel, Dr. Slump, which is a manga featuring Aurel. Sandland is another thing he did. He had huge influence on basically everything that we like now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ishinomori was his own thing, tokusatsu and everything. And you can even see that Toriyama was influenced by Ishinomori. Ishinomori is the guy who created, obviously, Kamen Rider Sentai.
Mm-hmm.
So, seeing Toriyama and a lot of his creations, you can definitely see the influence that Ishinomori had on Toriyama. I'm just trying to tie it into our world. But I don't really have to much because it's Akira Toriyama. Did you have any thoughts when you found this out on Thursday or the days after, anything like that?
No, it never really set in for me. I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan when I was older, only because of...
When you were older?
When I was younger, only because of my older siblings, you and Omar.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really grow up with it. That was past my time. I grew up with Naruto. So,
and you know what they say?
What?
You wouldn't have Naruto.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Dragon Ball. And when I say they, I mean... I don't even know the guy who did Naruto's name.
Sakamoto.
Is it Sakamoto?
Yeah.
The guy who created Naruto? I know Oda, because that's an easy name to remember. One Piece guy.
Let me fact check myself, because... it's Kishimoto.
The guy who did Naruto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did I say?
Sakamoto.
Oh, Sakamoto. That's Shinichi Sakamoto. That's the guy that did damn, I can't remember the name. But anyways, Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama were big influences on a lot of our stuff. It hasn't really set in for me since it's not like such a huge part of my own development when I was younger, but it had a huge ties to all of us in the community, like that watch anime and tokusatsu and all that. There's nothing that Toriyama didn't influence in Japanese media and all that.
Yep.
So it's weird to see him go. Strange.
Yeah. It felt unreal that first night. My story with Dragon Ball Z was very influential in my life. We're Mexican.
Right.
So that's kind of almost all I have to say.
Right. No, you know.
But so when we were younger, my brother and I, it was before you were around, TJ, Tony. we would go with my dad or my mom to the valley, down the Rio Grande Valley, because we have family down there. And we would go and stay with our family and everything. We had a cousin who loved Dragon Ball Z. And we didn't know about it, but we got exposed to it by him. And the reason why is because down there in Mexico in the valley, they had Dragon Ball Z already. They'd been having it. We didn't get it here in America until later. We didn't even have, my household didn't even have Cartoon Network until maybe a few years after, when we were regularly going down there. But I remember my cousin showed us AMVs of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So Linkin Park, Creed, Three Doors Down, just these like kind of cheesy rock songs with Dragon Ball Z footage, and it enraptured me. Like this it looked really cool. So eventually at home, when we're here, we had Cartoon Network, we had Toonami, which is how a lot of people here in America were exposed to Dragon Ball Z. And I remember coming home, racing home, because we used to walk home from school to try to catch the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And I remember vividly, this is a memory that I always talk about with Omar, coming home alone, because our parents were working, and we would turn on the TV to watch Cartoon Network, Toonami, Dragon Ball Z, and have our lunch at the house, which would be bologna sandwiches and hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
A champion's breakfast. And that's not something really we eat anymore. Like hot Cheetos and bologna sandwiches. It's like, it's a, poor meal or whatever. But that's what we would do. We would sit down, watch the Cell Saga, and eat a bologna sandwich and hot Cheetos and just love it. And this was back when we first were getting a computer, and I was figuring out how to do stuff, and I figured out Kazaa, LimeWire, which were the first, like, some of the first peer-to-peer sharing resources. And I remember downloading those same music videos that my cousin had showed us, and it was awesome. Oh, you have a scammer?
No, I'm logging into my email.
Yeah, and my path before I'm doing what I'm doing now was an artist, and I used to draw all the time. And of course, Dragon Ball Z was a huge influence on how I used to draw. Toriyama was a major influence on me growing up in my media choices and my art, my self-identification. So yeah, hearing this news was rough. And the impact that we see that he's having on the entire planet is huge. It's reminding me more of Michael Jackson's passing than anything else. Because when Michael Jackson passed, the world kind of stopped. I remember where I was when I heard that too.
Yeah, me too. I was coming home from the dentist in the blue van.
Yeah. We heard it on the radio?
Yep, heard it on the radio.
Yeah. This one we were watching. I wasn't really watching it, but it was on TV. The State of the Union.
That's right. We were watching the State of the Union.
And I saw my phone. I got onto Twitter, and I saw that, and I dropped my phone. Yeah. This was a huge loss. And you see people coming out and talking about how big he was, how influential he was, and everything. And everything you see about him is like, yeah, he was that guy. So you'd see some of the first reactions to this was a public written message from Oda and the Naruto guy, Kishimoto, where they had their statements about, this dude was the guy. So obviously all weekend my Twitter was just filled with people posting tributes. Other mangaka were talking about how he influenced them. And there would also be like videos of Akira Toriyama drawing Goku and stuff, and just how simple this all came to him. was ridiculous. He was one of a kind for sure. There was one that I saw where he drew it and then he also watercolored it. Just ridiculous amount of respect for this man. It was tough. It's just now. The reason I brought up Michael Jackson is because it could be said that Akira Toriyama's influence is similar to Stan Lee's, but I would disagree.
Okay.
Stan Lee was kind of, and I don't want to say just like it's derogatory, but Stan Lee was just the story man, the idea man. Toriyama did it all. He did he had the ideas and the follow through to draw what he wanted, which I think that holds more. Another thing is Stan Lee, he passed away super old.
Yeah, he was an old guy,
and we saw it happening in real time with the cameos he would do. We even knew like one time we know he did 4 cameos at once.
Yeah, just to get like to
because it was coming. Yeah, because we knew it was coming, and that sort of made us, or at least me, brace his demise. With Toriyama, it just happened, and even then, it happened a week before we found out. We didn't know he was sick. We didn't know anything that was going on with him. We just knew that there was Dragon Ball Daima was coming up.
Yeah, that was it.
So that the fact that it was so sudden and we didn't see him regularly like we did Stan Lee, like we saw him 3-4 times a year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to mention even like the impact Dragon Ball Z had in Latin America. That's huge. I saw several soccer games this weekend had tributes to him.
Yeah.
A channel in Mexico stopped all their programming the next day and just showed marathons of Dragon Ball Z movies.
Yeah, it was nice.
The voice actress for Goku, she was one of the first people to find out, and then the one after her was the voice actor for Piccolo, in all this in Japan, and his reaction, Piccolo's voice actor reaction was, "Oh, how's Mako-san? How's the Goku's voice actor taking this?" Like his first reaction was because he knows he was as important to her, and vice versa. And yeah, it's rough, man. It was a great guy, and his works are gonna be legendary. His legacy will live on. Yeah, I've always loved Dragon Ball Z. Xenoverse 2 was one of the first games I got on my Switch, and I played that for hundreds of hours by now.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man,
I remember all that Xenoverse stuff.
All I used to play was Xenoverse 2. And I played the day after on Friday. Yeah, because we found out on Thursday night, so Friday.
There was an influx of people.
On Friday, I just hopped. I wanted to play something Dragon Ball Z because I have Dragon Ball Fighters and Xenoverse. I chose Xenoverse because I put more hours into that and it felt right. But I found out Xenoverse 2 is an online community game.
Right.
So you can go in and you can meet people and blah, 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 blah. Over the weekend, a lot of people would log into Xenoverse 2 and get to a certain area in the game. And everybody did the spirit bomb emote.
Oh, that's nice.
So everybody had their arms up, looking up at the sky, giving our energy to Toriyama.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's gonna be missed, and I'm really, really grateful that we had him in our lives. So thank you, Mr. Toriyama. Your influences are gonna live on, and not a lot of people say this, but I'm grateful for Great Saiyan Man.
I'm very grateful.
That dude is Kamen Rider pilled like crazy.
Absolutely.
Even his sidekick.
So it's the Great Saiyan Man, and
you know her name? It's Kamen Rider.
Is it Kamen Rider?
No. It's very Kamen Rider.
Oh, is it V3 or something?
No, you're close. It's Saiyan Man 2.
Oh,
the Great
Saiyaman
2.
That's good. That's really good.
So
The Great Saiyaman 2.
yeah, it's just he was huge. If you're listening to this, you probably know, and you've been impacted by him as well. I just wanted to make sure that we set a little bit of this podcast to dedicate to him. Because again, he was a huge part of my life. He will continue to be a huge part of my life. And I think everybody should at least check out Dragon Ball or a Dragon Ball Z movie. Who cares? Just check it out and you'll see how much you'll see. It's like when people watch anything after Star Wars and they've seen Star Wars and they'll be like, whoa. Or no, and they haven't seen Star Wars. They see something after Star Wars. They haven't seen Star Wars. And then they go back and watch Star Wars like, hey, this is like that movie years later. Well, yeah, because Star Wars made that.
Right.
And then, you know, Star Wars influenced that. Like this, if you've never seen Dragon Ball Z and you just watch Naruto, you'll be like, hey, wait a minute, Naruto did this first. We're like, no, Goku did this. And that's how that influence, that's how strong the influence is. I also like this image a lot because it has my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z in the background. Boo. Majin Buu. Mr. Buu. This is obviously the last cover for the last...
We have it.
Manga. You have this?
Yeah. It was Omar's and he gave it to me.
Yeah, the last manga book.
Oh.
What? Of regular Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we had this for a long time. It was in my shelf. But I made a lot of space in my shelf. I put a lot of stuff in the boxes, so I don't know where it's at.
Yeah. I pulled out my Blu-ray set. Oh, you're going to go look for it?
Yeah, give me 1 second, because if I know where it is, it's going to be in one shelf.
Okay. I pulled out my Blu-ray of the Dragon Ball Z set, and I bought it 2 years ago because it was on deal. It was on a deal. It's still sealed in the cellophane too. I want to break into it to watch some episodes, but I don't want to open it either. I don't know. I think I will. Oh, breaking. While we've been recording this, the Emmys have been happening. Is it the Emmys right now? Oscars? I think it's Oscars. It looks like Godzilla won Best Visual Effects on the Oscars. So good job, Godzilla. Another very Toku related thing for Godzilla -1, which I need to watch. I still haven't seen that. I need to watch that. So this is just a break real quick. We're gonna cut back and he's gonna be back. No luck. All right, we're back.
I hope I didn't put it with the box that I told Mom just to put up. Because that's manga and I collect manga. I would have put it on my shelf already.
What do you mean put up?
Displayed it. Oh, put up.
Like in your closet?
Yeah.
Okay. Break's over. Tony's back and he didn't find it.
I'm back. And you wrapped up Dragon Ball and Akira Toriyama?
I just said we're gonna take a quick break because when we come back, you'll be back.
Yes, I'll be back. No luck with the manga, although we did have it. It was Omar's copy for a long time. He gave it to me and I put it in a shelf. But very influential. Obviously, you know, for the Mexican community.
Yeah. Following this discussion, let's also talk about what today is. We're recording this on March 10th, which is Mario Day.
Nice.
Best day of the year after best day of the year. Do you sometimes just when you look at me see that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a huge Mario face on my wall. He's on every wall.
Every wall of the room. He's even on the floor.
Huh?
And the ceiling.
No, he's not. So today's Mario Day, which is March 10th. And it's Mario Day because, as you can see on the screen, MAR10 looks like Mario Day. So it's too late for you guys, but if you can, do something for Mario this week, which is play his game, watch his movie, watch one of his cartoons, do something, Mario, because it's just gonna help make you feel better, hopefully.
Mario.
So they had a little kind of video come out this morning, which was weird because technically Sunday in Japan was yesterday, which is when we watched Superhero Time. But they waited for Sunday today to announce this stuff. But it makes sense with what they announced. They announced... Did you hear any of the announcements today?
No, I didn't actually.
So today they announced they are actively, right now, working on a sequel to the Mario movie.
Oh, cool.
Officially. Which is something we kind of assumed. It was one of the highest grossing movies last year. It broke $1 billion. The only thing it lost to, unfortunately, was Barbie, which, fair. I really loved the Barbie movie. But yeah, now we have confirmation that Mario is getting a sequel. Next year, we're going to get Mario Movie 2, Super Mario Movie 2, whatever they're going to call it. Super Mario Bros. Movie. And then they also announced the dates for 2 remakes, which we're getting this year. The Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, which is a GameCube remake.
Yeah. And
Luigi's Mansion 2, which is a 3DS remake. Those are coming in May and June, respectively. And then we got 3 games that are coming to the Game Boy Online app on the Switch.
Oh, really?
We're getting Dr. Mario, Mario Tennis, and Mario Golf. That's coming in 2 days on the Nintendo Switch Game Boy app.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, it would have been cool if it dropped today, but again, it's Sunday. There's probably nobody working at the computers today. Yeah, cool, great. I love it. Mario is also a huge impact on me, of course. He's my favorite guy. The way he runs in Mario Bros. 3 and the raccoon suit he even has, guess where that came from? Akira Toriyama. He got the inspiration from... Miyamoto got the inspiration from Auro, the little robot girl that... Miyamoto did. That's how she runs. She runs with her arms out like that, make it kind of like making a T. So yeah, Toriyama's everywhere. Don't ever forget that. That I guess is going to be it in terms of Mario Day. Not a big, huge set of announcements for Mario, but that's all right. We're not really getting anything until next year anyway with the Switch 2 or whatever. So
true. Switch 2 is in the works.
Yeah.
Probably already done.
No. It can't be.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's gonna cover it for like the extra stuff we talk about here. We're gonna take an actual break.
Yes.
When we come back, we're gonna be talking about
Superhero Time
with Kamen Rider. We'll be right back.
Yes.
We're back. I messed up and I jumped ahead too much with the discussion on Rooster Teeth. I didn't let TokuTony say what he wanted to say about Rooster Teeth. So yeah, Funhouse was a big part of my life up until the very end. Tony, though, he was a big Rooster Teeth Gene Hunter fan. So he did have some stuff he wanted to say about what happened.
Yeah, from Rooster Teeth, big inspiration for me in my life. The reason I went to the high school I went to was because of Rooster Teeth. I wanted to get a job there. 2015, I emailed them several times, and I forget which one of their staff members emailed me back a couple times back and forth. They was like, hey, yeah, you're 15, we can't hire you. But yeah. The high school I went to, the early college I went to, was for that reason, so that I could get some kind of degree to do the animations for, at the time, Ruby Season 2. And also RBB Season 8 at the time. But obviously I couldn't do that. And I really liked the staff there and all the the people, the content creators and the personalities there from the Funhouse people. I knew them since they were working at Screw Attack and Machinima and Inside Gaming.
Inside Gaming was what Funhouse was.
Right, and now they're Inside Game, 2 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been super into that with what's his name? I think it's Lawrence being one of the head managers at Machinima, and all of their house that was influenced, and the creators that we had right there. But Rooster Teeth specifically did a lot for me growing up, just because of the content I created, or the content that I was into. Coming home from school, hopping on the old computer, or hopping on my laptop, the little one, and watching Achievement Hunter or Let's Plays from Rooster Teeth or G4.
Cow Chop, no.
Or Cow Chop, that was later. Or yeah, just still, I mean, from G4 and from all of their things, it's weird seeing that they're gone now, because in my mind, Rooster Teeth was gone after Monty Ohm had passed away. That was a long time ago.
Rooster Teeth? Wasn't Monty Ohm just
at first he
Ruby?
was yeah, huh?
Wasn't he just a Ruby guy?
No, he was a lot more.
Oh.
But he was a good freelance animator, and they put him on the team, and they worked him to death. But that was, and his own.
Did they really work him to death? That's
no. It's
okay.
It's actually a funny running joke that he was a robot. That he would work nonstop, and you'd never see him take breaks. But he was just so efficient and good at his job. He passed away, unfortunately, because of an accidental injection from an allergic reaction. It's a whole thing. But medical malpractice, just to say the least. But ever since that day and how they handled that and forward, Rooster Teeth has been done. But to hear that it's now officially shutting down its doors has been a big... Oof, wow. The stuff I grew up on and influenced a lot of my personality on, or like the stuff I liked from when I was a little, RVB and the animated shorts and the other games that Gus, Bernie, Jeff, Jack, all the other people were into. It's weird seeing them now, because now it's not even Gus or Jack or Ryan even, or Gavin or Michael.
I don't remember if we mentioned it when we went to the convention and we talked about it here, but we saw Jack.
Yeah, we did. We saw.
Did we talk about that?
We did not.
Okay. I mean, not that there's anything to talk about. We just saw him passing, but he was at a convention we were at 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and he seemed really miffed off.
He seemed busy. Because he was working.
At the time, he was live streaming the event. He was playing a game while being at the convent.
He was working. He was commentating Lorcana.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? The trading card game convention?
Yeah, the TCG
convention. Yeah.
Mr. Jack Patillo.
Yeah.
Patillo.
But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot that, now it's for real gone, and the people that I liked a lot who are not there anymore. Like the people at Funhouse, I liked them. I don't remember if it was whenever they first started, because whenever they first started, I was part of the first 1,000 subscribers, and I forget if it was to name the channel or just name or pick the logo. I think they did that, but it was a thing that they did on roosterteeth.com, to where you could vote on the logo or the name. I forget which one it was, but I was also a part of that, and it felt like none of it mattered, because they just went with the stuff that they had already picked.
Yeah,
which felt like a big bamboozle at the end, but whatever. I still liked all of them. Man, yeah, that was back, and then all of those people became managers for other things at G4, Machinima, Screw Attack.
Mm-hmm.
From before.
Oh,
because
no.
Lawrence and
no, if anything, they came from G4.
Yeah. Oh,
not the other way around.
Yeah, I said that backwards. It was the other way around. They came from that. But man, yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. And there's more new stuff on there that's like, oh, I didn't know that was Rooster Teeth affiliated. Because it's new faces that I've never seen before because I cut that off back in 2018. But now it's gone. And we went to RTX 2019.
Yes,
it was for my like 18th birthday year thing. Like, I'm gonna go to Austin Rooster Teeth time. And I actually got Gus to sign my badge 2 times for the podcast. Gus and Gus. That's a running joke for the podcast that he'd intro himself. He'd be the first person and the last person, so it'd be 2 Gus's. And I told him that. I got him to sign one thing when he was walking by, and then I met him in person. There's a picture of us together. And then I said, could you sign the thing? He's like, I already have it on here. And I told him, yeah, it's for my 2 favorite people on the podcast, Gus and Gus. And he did a big old laugh, and he signed it anyway, and I still have that.
Nice.
Now it's gone.
You sold it?
No, I would never sell that. The Rooster Teeth being bought by Warner Brothers. Oof. And then Bernie leaving. Remy.
Yeah.
A whole lot of things, but it's still very sentimental. It's still important. And now it's all over. Just like that.
Yeah. So thank you for listening to us reminisce a bit about old people on the internet talking about video games.
Yeah.
Playing video games. I'm sorry I didn't let you speak earlier. I actually 100% thought you were done with Rooster Teeth, period. Every time I brought it up, you'd sound
disgruntled,
annoyed about it.
Yeah. I've never really dealt with that myself. You know, it was a big part of me. And then as it got worse and worse and worse, it was like, wow, the stuff I did when I was younger didn't matter. And now it's all gone.
What way did it get worse? It was just not funny anymore, or?
No, well, yeah, it wasn't fun anymore. It turned less from a team of guys trying to have fun, play games, starting in a garage in wherever they were. Turned into super corporate decisions and malpractice and bad business decisions. And
malpractice?
Yeah, just the way that they treated their staff. And
really? I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh, yeah, the way they treated their staff, the way they treated the animators.
I have heard some of that.
And the way they treated some of the internals of the people that were on camera and off camera, the dynamic between those two, it just seemed like I put a lot of effort into this thing. I put all my eggs in one basket. Not as much, not like super, like I wasn't a Rooster Teeth stan or anything, but, it's still like disgruntles. I mean, it still annoys me sometimes where like, damn, I really went hard for them. Because that, when I was younger, I thought, yeah, I'm just going to go to this early college, high school.
Oh, yeah.
This is my ticket to get into Rooster Teeth. I can get this. I can learn 3D modeling and design and become an animator and learn all that. And then I'll be set. I'll be an animator for Rooster Teeth. Nope. I found out real quick how they were treating their animators. And then they cut the animation team in half. And then they cut it again a few years ago. No way. If I'd actually gone to work with Rooster Teeth after I left high school, I would have been cut already. I would have been here.
I mean, not if you were good at your job.
True.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not trying to excuse that behavior because that sucks. Layoffs always suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
But
well,
that's it.
Yeah. So, because this happened after, we are going to take another break.
Break time.
By the way, I just beat Super Mario Bros. 1. Happy Mario Day, everybody. I actually literally did just beat Mario Bros. 1.
I see it.
Everybody was talking.
That's pretty good.
I was even playing it while I was talking. But yeah. Happy Mario Day. I want to do it before midnight.
That's pretty good, actually.
Were you wondering what I was doing?
No, I thought you were just...
You weren't wondering what I was doing?
No, I thought you were doing something Mario related. I didn't know it was Mario 1.
Super Mario Bros. 1.
Golly, that's pretty cool.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and now we're actually going to talk about...
Superhero time.
We'll be right back. We're back. Kamen Rider, Gotchard, episode 26. What's the episode title?
Thwart Malice, Jet Black Wind.
Wind.
Do you
Thwart
get it?
Malice?
Yeah, Thwart Malice. Jet Black Wind.
When we saw the episode, the name Bahamut was in
It was.
the title.
I don't remember what exactly the title was, but Bahamut. Bahamut and Black Wind or something like that.
I think Bahamut is the malice thing. That's what it translates to.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, for everybody who doesn't know, we get a lot of the stuff afterwards, like a lot of the information afterwards from Kamen Rider and Super Sentai Wiki. And respect, you guys do a lot of work there, but some of their decisions are weird.
Yeah.
Like translating that. I don't understand why you did that.
And sometimes a lot of their translations come from not directly from the word, but like how you say it in Japanese, which is like a TV Nihon thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, TV Nihon, I think, is huge. Well, they're not around anymore, officially.
Right. Who?
Exactly. So, yeah, what'd you think of this episode?
I actually liked it a lot. This brought in a new Kamen Rider Wind, that we had previously not even known about. It was speculated, but I mean, that guy was just an alchemist, a great alchemist, so like who cares if he had a suit? But now we saw a suit, and he's kind of like a different color of
He's a repaint
Majade.
of Majade, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool to know.
That's fine.
I do like, however, that we are getting into more Kemi lore. In this episode, we got a lot of, or the snippet of Kemi lore being the 10 Kemis. The 2 Kemis that were featured in this episode. Here it is right here.
That they're the first ones.
Yeah, they're the first ones.
Geos.
Oh.
And something dragon.
They don't have it here on the wiki. Are you serious?
Go to voice actors. They should be there because they were voiced.
Oh, you're right. Guest cast to be added. Very nice. Dragon Amalgam. Kemi cards used. Cards used Majade, Baba Red Wind. Form used. No. Well, the only thing I was gonna say about those 2 cards was one of them's a dragon, but it doesn't have X in the name, which is crazy.
They both don't have X in their names.
Yeah, but one of the cards is Gaia, which is the world.
Gaia.
Yeah, Gaia, which is, mythical way, like Mjolnir is a world, Gaia is a world. And the other one's a dragon. It's Dragon Alum, or Dragon Marnum, Dragon Habum.
Why? What? Why isn't it taking? Is it because I badmouthed Murder Wiki? Why isn't that one of the first? There it is.
I know, right? Gaiam World. And the other one. But yeah, I do like that we're getting that piece of lore. Those are the first Kemis to be created.
Gaiard and Dragonolos. Gaiard and Dragonolos. Those are the 2 cards that were featured in this episode, which we're going to see soon. Which, by the way, the text will show on the screen, and we should have. Yeah.
Oh my god!
So
very cool, smart.
These are the 8 X's.
Yeah.
That apparently we find out were created from Gaiard and Dragonolos. What did you think about this whole thing?
I thought it was super sad. It's like a thing of, oh, please don't kill me. That's so sad. I did like how she knew, and that she was just trying to like help Minato in whatever way she could. Because obviously Minato told her the plan, because she said the plan to him, back to him. So I would have wanted to see that a little bit more behind the scenes.
I actually would have wanted to see her offer to help, because I don't think she offered to help. She wanted to be protected.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, because that's like the only, like, she has no agency, which makes sense because they're all, you know, fake, they're dolls or whatever.
Yeah.
But it sucks to see that she has no agency where she like wants to stand up. She was counting on Minato to rebel against Greyon.
Yep. To even like live. So sad.
Yeah, so she reminds me of Aguilera.
Mm-hmm.
From Kamen Rider Revice, who was the like one of the main bad guys in Revice, and she turns good. She even gets a rider suit. Because of that, I do hope she gets a suit. Having said that, she did leak on her Instagram or Twitter or something a picture of her holding the bouquet of flowers.
Oof. That's tough.
That might mean she's gone soon, unfortunately. Spoiler alert. But we'll see. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen. Mostly because what this episode looks like it's setting up for. I did like that Clotho.
Yeah.
Was hesitant to do it.
Yeah. I saw that. Like he says, how could you?
Yeah. But
we warned you.
Atropos was like, I'll do it myself.
Yep.
She's a little baby. She's 3 apples tall.
Just about.
And when she turns, she's just a normal.
It's just the same actor.
Yeah.
The same suit actor.
Suit actor. It might not be. They might have a female suit actor because they do that. They account for that stuff.
This is just a little side note, but the Atropos used the belt and turned immediately into Dread Type 1 with no fatigue or really resilience or anything at all. So that just shows the character how strong they are comparatively to Clotho and Lachesis. Just a little thing.
Yeah, I mean,
just a tiny little thing. Like if you want to look at it like that, then
I don't know if they ever did.
No,
the dolls never struggled with this.
No, not really.
No, I don't know. So I don't know if that speaks to her being stronger than them or not. But it does speak to them not being real. They are fake. They're
dolls.
The little, dolls that he would do. And then Spanner shows up, and there's some cool shots in here for sure.
Yeah, the fights in this show have been progressively getting better. We'll get into a not so great one later on in this episode, but they've been getting good. I am liking them a lot more.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Oh, and fun fact, this roof is the same roof that all of the promo pictures for all the suits.
Is it?
Yeah, go back one. Another one. Snap, just all the way to where you can see there you go, right there. Those dorms look familiar?
No.
The background for the suits. Like whenever you see like a suit, like a brand new suit,
yeah.
It's those apartments right there.
It's usually in the parking lot though. Sometimes they'll be up on the roof, yeah. I don't remember our apartments like that.
No?
I believe you. I don't know. But I usually remember them being like down. I remember maybe I'm thinking of the Sentai suits when those are debuted.
Oh yeah, true.
They're in the parking lot, downstairs. Not parking garage, parking lot, outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them because just this part it's stupid and small, but I appreciate that Minato escaped using water from the water tower, and they show the shot and they actually do show actual water on the ground instead of just like, oh, it's gone because magic or whatever.
Yeah. No,
they actually did throw water there, so that I appreciate that. Make it feel more real.
This guy, he's doing a good job. The actor for Hotaro, Ichinose. One thing he can't do is act tired. Can't do that.
Yeah. I didn't get a picture of it, and I thought about it. I just didn't want to. He makes another really silly face here.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When Wind says it's not about relying strength On the chemis, it's about
using the chemis in tandem.
It's the will. You have to fight with them.
There you go.
And then it shows Ichinose looking up Goofy, smiling at him like a Muppet.
Pretty good.
It's just like it reminded me of the. I mean, you guys saw the thumbnail I used last week, which I think was bad. I shouldn't have done that, but I really wanted to put that fucking face on there on the thumbnail.
The face.
Anyway,
whether or not that thumbnail helped views,
it didn't.
Is inconsequential because that picture is hilarious.
I think I said this last week. I'm gonna repeat it this week. That volatile discourse people are having over Renee's acting, please redirect it to Gotchard too, or not even two. I think Renee's doing fine. I think Ichinose needs a little bit of work. I don't do that. I don't mean to sick anybody on anybody. That don't do that. That's terrible internet culture.
Yo, my peers go hate on the 15-year-old.
He's not 15. She's 15.
Yeah,
she just turned 16 actually.
Oh yeah.
He's 18. Gonna be 19, I think. But yeah, don't do that. Still, it doesn't make sense to me that people are going after her when he's right there. Very true. Wait, I know why. She's a girl. Anyway,
I did like that effect how they did with the cards right there. They're just those are the real cards. You can see the hollowness on them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just there in the sky. Nothing holding them. They're just there. Why?
Boom.
Yeah, but they look so nice too.
This was weird.
Oh yeah, he just pulls the original Kemi out of this gold prison thing that he had. Which
was, as far as we knew last week, was just an art fixture.
Yeah.
That he turned into this. There's no explanation for
that. They just happened to be next to.
I think the explanation is that he took Dragalos into this cube, and he housed him there this whole time. And
that's why it's so strong or whatever.
Sure, it's just so convenient, and like you don't need an explanation for it. There he is, Crystal Dragon guy.
Yeah,
it looks kind of cool.
There he is.
He's holding the card so everybody can see it.
Same JPEG.
Dragalos. And here he is as a amalgam. Tony, do you recognize that dude's voice at all?
No, who is the voice?
All right, do you still have it open? Go check it out.
Yes, Thwart Dragon Malice. Let me see.
Let's see if you recognize his voice.
Dragon Amalgam.
I recognize his voice.
Actor.
There's another voice you're not going to recognize from Boonboomger. You're not going to know it until I tell you, which I understand. But this one sounded like him.
Dragon. So that's Shintaro Asanuma.
Who did he voice?
Let's see.
Go to him in the Super Sentai Wiki.
I was about to say nothing's showing up.
Yeah. Go to him in Super Sentai Wiki.
In the Sentai Wiki.
Boom, 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 boomger. Boom, 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 boomger. Boom, 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 boomger.
There's currently no text on this page for the Ranger Wiki on this guy.
That's weird.
I'll go to his IMDb.
What? Hold on. Now you got me on computer too. Suit actors.
He's Juran?
There it is.
He's Juran?
He's Juran. Oh, Kaito.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was Juran. Right there. You're looking at him.
That's just straight up Juran.
That's Juran. And after we finish recording, I'll play it again so you can hear it. But yeah. It was cool.
Why is there no Shintaro? There's currently no text on this page. What do you mean?
What was his guest cast to be included? The hell? Oh, there it is.
That's what I'm saying, right? Guest cast to be included? Look, what?
Shintaro Suma on Ranger Wiki. If I click on that, I got it immediately. What did you click on?
I just typed in Shintaro Asanuma Ranger Wiki, and I clicked on the first thing for Ranger Wiki, and I got that.
No, from. Excuse me. From the episode, which you have this open, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I went down to Dragon Amalgam. Right there.
Here. You click on his, and you see, there he is, and then you go to what?
That's not how he got it to me at all.
You didn't get there. There he is, right here. And then you go down to right here where it says external links. Ranger Wiki. You click on that.
Oh, I didn't do that.
There he is.
There he is. Oh my god.
That's him.
Oh, you see that right there?
No.
Shintaro, go back to the one.
Huh?
Is that not? That's so weird. Yeah, that it took Shintaro Asanuma. Oh, I see the difference. There's an accent on the O for this Ranger Wiki. One right here. See that? There's no text on this page.
Yeah.
There's an accent on the O. It's a whole different entry.
That's it. Okay. That's weird.
That is so weird. And why would they have that on the site? Redirect me, please.
But yeah, that was Judan. Cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. I did not notice that. And you recognize him instantly, huh?
No, I did not.
Only after the fact?
They're having wine, looks like. Or she is, at least.
Mm-hmm.
She's drinking during the day.
This was also kind of funny. I didn't laugh at it just because it was so absurd. They were having dinner, and the intro was like, oh, God, this is terrible. I don't like this. And he's like, what, French food?
Uh-huh.
She's like, no, there's amalgam on the loose. And she pulls an iPad from underneath her
Mm-hmm.
thing like, what?
Yeah.
Please. And then there's the urgency right there.
Mm-hmm.
I had this iPad with me the entire time underneath me just looking down. Oh, there's amalgam, by the way.
It was amalgam, and then he was level 10.
Yeah. It's just funny stuff.
Yeah.
This was cool, though. I like Gaia a lot. It's a really
Gotchard.
cool amalgam.
What was his name? Gotchard.
Gotchard and Dragon Man.
Yeah, Gotchard. And Dragon Man, who has a red arm, not unlike Judan. This I thought was weird because he got a card, like Amalgam did it.
Yeah. I think that's only because it's also like one of the level 10s, like one of the first level 10s.
Yeah.
But then even then, this is like the first time it's ever happened.
He's also very articulate.
Yeah.
Which again, I guess speaks to that as well. Some
of the other amalgam dolls were articulate, but like not really.
Excuse me. I like that she comes in flipping.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing backflips and shit, entering the scene. It's pretty great. He caught her. Like, one thing goes wrong. He throws her, and immediately he henshins to save her.
Oh, yeah. She says, don't henshin, you're our last resort.
Yeah, you're our last resort. And
she
one thing happens. Yeah. I took a picture of this because he did it, what we were complaining about last week.
Oh, that he didn't. Yeah, that he punched. He actually did it.
He used the thing to punch the thing. Good.
Yeah.
Once, at least. So yeah, here's the lore dump. Dragonalos and Gotchard made these eight, which we've seen. Some of them in the movie, most of them in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Those bottom four in the movie.
And the lion, and the airplane. But no, we saw the tank in this, and the wizard in the show. Wizard and tank are in the show.
What? Oh yeah, wizard. Yeah.
Remember the tank?
Yeah, little guy.
Little toy.
Little toy.
And then, of course, X-Rex and UFO X. So they are all level 10, and they say they were all branded with the X because they're all level 10s.
Mm-hmm.
But Gotchard and Dragonalos don't even have X in their name because they're the ones that created it. So they're saying these two are the ones who created all the chemis, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're epic. This is a good face shot, too.
This place, I Excuse me. Unfortunately, I do recognize this place as...
Me too. I didn't want to say it when we were watching it.
What?
This is a place where Buffa and Geats fought. One of the coolest fights of Buffa Geats.
Oh, no, not for me.
No?
That's not what I thought of.
What do you recognize this place from?
This is where Rackless was going to kill Yanma.
Oh, is it?
And this is where Akira was supposed to be dead.
Yeah, and then he came back.
And then he came back.
This was his first appearance.
Yeah, his first reappearance. Yeah. And do you remember that moment? That's where, like, Akira helps pick up Yanma and everything?
Yeah, I guess I don't remember this place.
Oh, and this is where that big fucker was here, too. The one with the hammer.
Yeah, the tank. The general tank.
The Buffa Geats fight, I don't remember that here. What was... They fought so many goddamn times in that show.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just one of the fights that they were there.
What episode, like what importance in that episode was?
No,
or?
not really.
Okay.
I just remember the fight for that episode was so nice. I love the choreography of that. That was one of the first times that we ever saw Buffa kick his sword, and one of the first times that we saw Geats use the pull thing for Buffa's sword against Buffa.
Oh,
if you remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that. I
like,
think that was on the other side of this.
Yep, it was on the other side of that.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about was here. Was on this side.
In this interior shot.
Yeah. Dad shows up. I like the name that the fan. I saw somebody on the Discord give him. Dad Jade.
Yeah. That fits.
He gets his own alchemist driver.
He's dripped out.
It was weird to me that just because he's using it, it does have a male voice now. I mean, you could still hear the female voice of the driver.
I didn't even notice that.
But it has a male and female voice. Kind of like the male one's overlapping the girl one.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed that with my Jade's driver that they had two, but I didn't notice that the male was over the female. I didn't notice that.
Kuroana, I believe, is Black Hole?
Yeah.
And Gigabaham is Behemoth or Mega Behemoth, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Level 9 and level 1.
Very, very cool.
It's crazy that that fucking dragon is one level. He even gets his own henshin hands thing.
There he is, Mr. Black and Yellow.
That's it. Okay.
Man, this is... Oh, it's so obvious. This is just an evil writer waiting to happen.
Yeah.
God damn it. Come on, make it more subtle. Make the red blue or something. Come on.
And he looks like... It's weird. They chose... I mean, it's not weird, but this color scheme is fucking legend.
Yeah, straight up legend.
Who's coming?
Or the bad guy in Fies. I don't know if you remember his name, but he's like that. He's black, gold, red.
No, well, yeah, but I'm saying legend because legend's coming.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the show. He's going to be standing next to this guy or, fighting him maybe. That's a shame. Because legend, I think, even though it's a decade rip, well, I mean, this is a Mad Jade rip, so I think legend looks better than this.
Yeah.
Even though I do like Mad Jade's suit. He's using the power of a black hole. Does this remind you of anybody?
This reminds me of... No, actually, who?
Volto.
Yeah, he did do that. He used a lot of black holes.
Mm-hmm. That was his power. He henchined into a black hole.
He did do that. Damn, that's epic.
Yeah.
And this fight,
This is the one you said you didn't feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool and funny. Not funny. It's cool and fun on some parts, like this right here. I liked how they were clearly on wires, like maybe a foot off the ground. And like CG background, just fighting, just moving around. I love that. But then whenever they zoom out and they actually start to move around, it's not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it still looks cool for the most part. I do love, like I was saying for the choreography, I love the finisher. He does a spiral kick.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So cool.
And he did it. He won. He beat him.
He's like, am I cool now, kids?
We got Dragonalos, and Gotchard cards. And then, Tokusatsu stuff happens to dads in this franchise.
All dads must die. pretty good.
It was Grayon. Yeah, it was Grayon. I thought it was really weird the way the effect on his chest kept moving as he went down. That's all I was looking at. Like it doesn't really stay flush on his chest.
Oh, I see.
But there goes Grayon. He took all 4 cards. Renee acting her heart out. Appreciate you. And then he disappears, and it turns out he was never actually there.
No, never really there.
No.
Well,
I shouldn't say never. Maybe he was there before. This time he came, maybe it was the only time it was fake. But the point is, he's still around. He's not. He never died.
I knew that as soon as he got stabbed in the back, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna die, and he's gonna be a Kemi or something, or he was a Kemi all along, or something. Yeah. It was gonna be something.
No. When he got stabbed, you thought it was real.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you thought it was real.
Like, oh, he's gonna die for real this time. That's what
you literally said that. Yeah.
That. Oh my god, he's gonna die for real. And then he laid down, and I was like, oh, okay, no, he's gonna be a Kemi.
Yeah. Or fake.
Yeah. And he was a water double.
Using 10-liner to go up to that hole, which is the
Ouroboros
realm. And I think that's the last picture I have for this episode.
There should be one more, no?
Boom, 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 boom.
There should be one more picture, no?
Oh yeah. There's a bit more.
I was gonna say because
the actual Ouroboros realm.
Yeah.
And the cards he just used or just took. With all the rest of them.
I was gonna say that should have been the last one.
Now here's my thing. No, the last one's.
What's the last picture?
Whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where's Unicon? Where's the Sun? Where's Mad Wheel? Where's Dione? The cards that and Steamliner. The cards that the good guys still have. How is that? I mean, you can see empty spots, right?
Yeah, there's 2 empty spots.
Not enough.
No.
Also,
Mad Wheel is one that should be out. Maka Wheel is its own thing.
Well, Maka Wheel is Mad Wheel.
Right.
Just like Steam Hopper is 10-liner. Not Steam Hopper.
Steamliner.
Steamliner is 10-liner. And then Unicon and the Sun and Dione.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I guess for all you alchemists out there, you Kemi enthusiasts, dissect this picture, please, and see what is there that shouldn't be there.
Also,
oh wait, it's not in 10s.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's gaps.
Okay.
There's things missing.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's not gonna work because he doesn't have. But maybe he's gonna.
No,
it's weird, huh?
It's weird. I'm saying it's not in 10s. This is not like any order because you remember Hopper 1's like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, the cards that should be there are not there, and they just arranged it in this way. This weird that they arranged it this way.
But it feels like he lured them there. I still kind of feel like that age. Was it Fuga?
Yeah, Fugakuda
may not be the best guy or good guy. We'll see, but it could be a thing where he lured them there to get the cards and all this.
Yeah.
I mean, but he got stabbed, so maybe, or saw theatrics, who knows? But how do I say this? Spoiler alert. This is the last picture.
Oh, nice.
Spoiler alert from the Kamen Rider blog, so it's not really a spoiler. It is official, but it's not something that you, Tony, you, or the rest of the people who listen to this who don't follow the blogs and community and stuff like that. They are teasing the next episode as the end of Gotchard.
Oh, right, because this is the end.
This is the end of, I think, this arc. Which makes sense because we're going to be getting, like we were talking about, Legend in the next arc. It feels like they're doing the Kingoger thing, where like half of the season is one story, and then I don't know if we're going to do a time skip or anything. But it makes sense with Legend being a main character in the next part of the show. So So this might be the end of this guy next week.
Yeah.
Which will be interesting because we're also going to get the debut of Platinum.
Yeah.
Gotchard. So
that guy.
We'll see. I don't know. I thought it was an okay episode. It just felt kind of cheap that they did sensationalize the dad dying and then like, nah, actually, okay.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It's just Renee also falling for it. If she had, I don't know, I think it would have been cooler or made her character a little better if
he actually did die.
No, if she was like, oh, he's fine. Like, if she wasn't as affected by it, mostly because the beginning of this episode, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I thought in my head, and they know dad's there. Maybe she's with her dad reconnecting, or maybe they're making a plan, or
that makes
maybe
sense.
he's telling her like, you know, he's the one. Ichinose is the one that has to like do this, and we have to. And even then in the episode, Renee was kind of taking control, where they find out about the Kemi, about the amalgam, and they're like, well, don't tell him. And she goes, no, I'm gonna tell him anyway because he's gonna want to fight anyway.
Yep.
And then when Ichinose is about to henshin, she stops him like, no, you're our trump card. You know, she was kind of taking control, taking charge here, and that could have also gone hand in hand with maybe, like I said, she was with her dad instead of helping out at the restaurant. Figuring out a plan or whatever. Maybe they did. Maybe her crying over her dad was part of it. It wasn't, because who would that be for?
Yeah.
But I think that would have helped make her character again a little more able to stand on her own. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could say she was just at school, which she probably was. But her absence in this episode at the beginning I thought was interesting.
That could have led somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting that more funny than anything. So Fuga Kudo gets stabbed in the heart, and then Grayon's like, you might have beaten me 10 years ago, but this is where I win, or whatever.
Yeah,
Grayon didn't know that guy that he wasn't there as like a body double. That means if Fuga Kudo shows up again, it's gonna be like double the embarrassment for this guy Grayon.
Yep.
And then also,
or he's gonna say something like, "Oh, I knew you were," or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. If he was a body double for just that one fight, that shows how much of an great alchemist he is, because he henshined, was in the fight and all that, and then got stabbed in the heart, and then he disappeared and all that.
Yeah.
To that end, but also, I thought it was funny that he got stabbed in the heart, and then everyone was there like, "Oh my God, are you gonna be okay?" And the first thing he says to his daughter was, "I'll see you again someday."
I'll see you again.
Not like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm not actually here right now. I'm a body double."
Very dramatic, yeah.
She's like, "What the fuck?"
Also, the beginning of this show, goddammit, told us that Gotchard belt was the key to opening. Why is he so ready to open the door without the Gotchard belt?
Yeah, there has to be something else.
Because they're gonna. Hopefully, they didn't forget that the whole thing was that they wanted the Gotchard driver.
Right.
They're gonna try to use Ichinose here. I don't know. I don't know. Like
that'd probably be like the first thing next episode, where it's gonna be like, I successfully led you here. It's all part of my plan.
The way Fuga was like, go to the Ouroboros realm. I open the door for you.
When did he do that?
How? Okay. It just feels insidious to me. Like there's an alternative motive. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have anything more for Gotchard 26.
I give Gotchard 26 6 Gaias out of 10 Gaias.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Boonboomger. We'll be right back. We're back. Boonboomger 2, episode 2. Let's go. What's it called?
Bakuage number 2. The informant does not approve.
So Bakuage is translated in the subs that we watch as cranked up. I saw somebody else change it to revved up.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Not bad.
It's
That might be better, I think.
yeah. We get our, or we don't get. We see these from British people, right?
No.
No.
Overtime was that.
Oh, okay.
Was it overtime?
I thought it was more of a thing like revved up is like an American thing, and cranked up is a English thing.
It was whoever we saw Gotchard through. Gotchard Geets.
Izu subs.
How did we watch?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Izu subs. Yeah, it was Izu subs.
I'm sorry. Who?
Yeah.
Pull our cover. Thando.
Taya Hando. Just some more world building in here. We don't have all the answers, but if you remember when we were talking about King Ultra when it started, we constantly were asking like, why this? What's this? Well, hope we get an answer for this, that, and the other. And we're still kind of doing that for Gotchard. But I appreciate that we're starting to get a couple of answers here in Boonboomger in the second episode. I like the idea we are straight up just classic Sentai. It's going to be, at least up until a certain point, I think, every episode is going to be a delivery they have to do.
Yep.
And the first one, I was already ridiculous. It wasn't a package to a person. It was Boon Pink to her boyfriend. Mira to her boyfriend. And this one, fantastic.
Was but what did they describe it as? National secret.
National secret. Top national secret.
Yep.
We got 2 non-Japanese people.
Yeah, because they said
from foreign countries.
Delegates of foreign countries.
Yeah. They need to move this briefcase from one to the other. I don't want to say what it was until the end.
No, yeah, it's a good reveal.
Yeah, this was good. I do like that we don't get this really from a blue and a pink, but blue not accepting pink.
That's cool.
Blue not accepting a core member. Usually it is blue not accepting gold. Because blue is usually in Sentai the second hand man. Or not gold, excuse me. The sixth. Yeah, Shinkenger. Blue not accepting the sixth. Yeah, we get that all the time in Sentai. Like
most famously Shinkenger.
Shinkenger, we got that. I believe Toma didn't like Lupin X. Noel.
Nothing from Real Soldier.
Melto didn't like. It's exactly what I was gonna say. Melto didn't like Kanalo. Yeah.
Keep thinking about the blue hair.
Yanma didn't like Jeremy.
Right.
That's just the thing where blue secondhand man does not like the sixth. A lot of times because the sixth kind of does become the secondhand man in the show.
Yep.
Which is what happens in Sentai. They're sort of treated as the secondary writer for all intents and purposes. So it's kind of refreshing to have blue not accept the third member of the team. And it kind of makes sense because it seems like Taya knows what he's doing and he's choosing what he wants. And Shift, what's his name?
Shift?
No. What does she call him?
So his real name or his regular name is Ishiro. And she calls him Chihiro. Chashiro.
Which is like the cutie buddy name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ishiro, he's more like uptight, looks like.
Yeah, he's always in a suit.
And she is very much fun loving, and you know she's enjoying this a lot. That was good. This was one of the first scenes we ever saw for the show. Where it's cool to see that scene was from an actual episode. Where Satoshi breaks up the tension a little bit by offering curry. I'm sorry, Bunterio Bunderis. You sound just like Satoshi. I can't not see that in my head every time you speak. Every time. It's great. I love it.
I like this a lot.
I took a lot of pictures of the intro because it's flashy and fun. I really appreciate that the Super Sentai logo is there on the dash.
So nice.
It's bullshit where it is. like the placement of it.
Oh, like yeah, I can't read that speedometer, dude.
Yeah.
Please.
It definitely has space on the left, or sorry, on the right, where you see trailer. But I get it. Yeah, there's just some cool shots in the intro.
This shot is so cool. This shot specifically is so cool. They used it twice. This shot is so fucking cool. Yeah. They used it twice.
And I got shots of all of our heroes.
Very nice. In her Doc Martens.
And the not heroes yet, but they will be.
Police. And look, Moneybags.
It's Patron Ichigo and Lupin Red.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Very cool. I wonder how they clash.
Bunterio Bunderis.
You say Lupin X because he's the French one in the group, right? That's Orange. He's the French guy.
No, I said Lupin Red.
Oh, he said Lupin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said Lupin X.
No, Lupin Red. I just love that picture. I might use that as a wallpaper for my own personal.
That's pretty good.
Thing. Mysterious person in the intro. Did you catch that?
Yeah, and then we see this person at the end of the next episode.
Yes, they
who is
got
this?
We don't know exactly who, but they are going to be regular. They are in the intro. They are going to be regular. She is
our 6th.
I hope so. She is a former idol.
Oh, cool.
She was in a group called BISH. I forget her name, but yeah, she'll be around. Like I said, we'll see her next week. Everybody's making hearts in the intro too, which is great.
Yeah, it's really nice.
But yeah, we see Team Rocket here. Fantastic. This is a cool shot. Reminds me of King Oger, of course. And then this is the final shot of the intro.
Can you see where the others will be added?
Yeah.
Because I can, and it looks great.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool how, despite how the suits look and the tire head and everything, how flashy and like pretty cool this all looks.
Yeah.
Exposition dinner, which is always great. Exposition lunch is always great.
I do like how curry is going to be the only thing they're eating.
Oh yeah.
Always curry.
That's Abba Ranger. Abba Ranger did that too.
Oh really?
Dino curry.
Oh cool.
I do think it's funny that this robot guy is making their food. But he's not a robot. He's
not a robot.
Yeah. He's a Kikonoid. Imagine.
That would be so cool. He said to you guys, I'm more of an alien.
Yeah.
Oh, Kikonoid. I see.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And we get Juran come back. No, actually, we should get Room to come back because he's a dump truck. This guy.
That would be so nice.
So they're talking to Giovanni. Clearly. Again, this is Team Rocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy, his voice. You're not going to recognize this either.
No, who was he?
I didn't recognize it. Not really. Do you still have the page open? You can see it.
Yeah, let's see. This is...
Let's see if you can find him. It's a voice you'll like. Not that I expected you to know.
Guest cast. President, ambassador. Assuming it's this one. No, that's the bad guy. President and the ambassador, nope. Did they ever say the name in the episode?
No, but it's there. I found it earlier.
Did you?
Boonboomger.
Oh, is it Madrex?
2.
Madrex, actor Hiroshi Kamiya? Is that Jialangrong Shuanglong Po?
There he is.
Oh my god.
That's him.
It's Jialangrong Shuanglong Po.
Yeah.
I love that.
So hopefully, do you see his face too?
Yes.
Oh, his face, because it doesn't match that voice at all.
No.
Oh,
that's great.
Yeah.
Ryu Commander.
So hopefully something comes from that. Hopefully, he'll have a bigger part and he'll have a cool suit or some shit.
Yeah.
But this is the Year of the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
hopefully we'll see him back too. I don't know. But yeah, two of your great favorite guys.
Yes, they're returning.
We got in superhero time. One of them's done.
That's so cool.
This one will be here for a while. Hopefully. But yeah, these goofy guys are great. This is very much Team Rocket Giovanni. They turn a vacuum into a monster, and I was right last week. I mentioned some of the stuff that looks like it's gonna be carrying over. One of them is definitely the eyes. The eyes are gonna be a thing on all the monsters.
They're flaming.
This is nice because it looks like an extension of what we had in Kingoger, which is the void, but there is a lot of actual set here too.
That's so great.
The only void part we see is like the window there. So that's good. I appreciate that a lot because we're back to actual sets. What do you think happened here?
He is a thief and he wanted to grab the secrets. He broke into this place accidentally.
Yes.
He broke into this place accidentally, and
I don't
he's
think
like,
accidentally.
No, I think it was malicious.
Well, he's a thief. It's gonna be malicious.
True.
I think he broke in to steal something, intentionally, not accidentally, and he was caught. And instead of fighting him, Taya likes how he did it, and he like hired him, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So that sort of reminds me of like Marvelous, how he got Joe from Gotchard. But it also reminds me of, and I called him Batman last week. This is Robin too.
Oh, look at that.
One of the Robins, Jason Todd. Do you remember his origin?
He was caught trying to take the wheels off the Batmobile.
Dumbass.
Yeah. Pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it reminds me of that where Jason Todd was trying to do something bad to Batman, and Batman, instead of beating his ass, he took him in. Not to say that that's the dynamic here, but it just reminded me of that. Like, you know, instead of fighting, took him in.
And he's rich.
And he's very rich. Speaking of, we don't know exactly what's going on with Boonboomgers. We don't know who made this stuff. We don't know where the powers came from or anything like that.
Because he said they didn't make them.
No, yeah. She said, oh, and then that's how you made it. And he goes, nope, wrong again. This is my dream and my Boonboomger dream or something like that. And we don't ever get an explanation to that. So, again, there's some answers. The answer we found out today is that actually he didn't make this. But that just got another question. Where'd it come from then?
Yep.
I like that he makes her go with him to figure out, to make him work better together. There we see the guy and the briefcase gets taken up. I like so far that Boom Black has been taken advantage of each episode, where he's like the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Of each of the monsters, and I think it's going to keep happening even when he turns into a hero. I think he's still going to be getting picked on.
I think so too. That would be very funny. That's the ambassador, right? Or is that the president?
Who, this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
That's the ambassador. The other one's the...
They have his name right here. That's really cool. His name is Maxim Kolznik. Maxim Kolznik. Is that a pun?
I don't know.
I hope it's a pun because the president, his name is also here. His name is Mark Murdoch.
Oh. Is that the actor's name?
No, President Mark Murdoch. Like Daredevil.
Do they have pages?
No, they don't. Their name's there though.
Where?
Guest cast.
Oh, I see him.
No link though. I can't really look them up.
Huh. This was a great scene with her. Like, no, we gotta do something. Like, she's a hero. It's great.
Yeah.
You love that. Never. What is it called? The song from My Hero Academia. You say run.
Yeah, you say run.
You say run plays, and she runs up there. That's what happened here.
I thought you were talking about I Want to Be Your Hero.
No.
Hero 2.
No. You say run. You
say run goes with everything.
Yeah, she just ran up there. Pretty great.
Damn, it is pretty good.
And Ishiro doesn't want to. and we're like, why? And we even see that he disappears. This is great too. This, I think, it's different, but I think it looked better than the fight in Gotchard when they were fighting in the sky.
Yeah.
Because he looks violently actually being pulled.
It's like you don't see things like this in real life.
No.
And humans don't see ragdoll like this regularly. So seeing ragdoll things happen is just, it does something to the mind.
But I like this. I think they did a good job on this. And her trying to pull him. Look at that.
So what is it? Is it wires?
Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know to what extent, but
man, they're just flinging them around.
Oh, and she's using her wheels on her feet too.
Oh, that's a cool part.
It was cool. It was really cool. And then Taya comes in, do the hero thing. I like this scene too, where she's taking him back, and we get introduced to, forget his name, Boon Orange, and it looks like Boon Red and Boon Orange already know each other, and he calls him the.
I have it right here.
He calls him the
He's Gemba Bareki, and he is the procurer.
Procurer.
Yeah, procurer.
Which I think means he's in charge of like getting things for Tyre. This was a cool shot too. The use of the wheels on their feet so far, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This was also a cool effect. The way he caught him in the car.
Oh yeah, using the hood and the arm.
Yeah.
The door essentially. Genba Bareki.
Yeah, break. Yeah, they're all. Yeah. You mentioned Nikospa. This reminded me more of that Zenkaiger episode.
What, Trash World?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
I love how you can see right here, the copy and paste.
He got rotated a little bit, and it'll be all right.
This was fun too, where he just showed up right next to him.
Yeah.
And then he took the vacuum bag or whatever. This was cool too, where he shot a tire at him, kicked him.
They're projectiles too. That's like the best part.
Blue in the pink car, that was fun because that you can do that. None of the cars actually belong to any of them. They're just free roaming. And here he is procuring the dump.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, about my cut."
Yeah.
It adds a little bit of character to him. I like that.
I can't stress, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I am so happy we're outside again. Holy shit.
Yeah, the colors are crazy.
We get scenes like this when we're outside. We're not the action and the dialogue is happening here in front of us, these two, but in the background, constantly in this scene, you see the what are they called? Hashalian. His legs kicking.
Yeah. Very anime-esque.
It's that's in the background. It's just, look, that's still a thing happening back there. You couldn't really do that with the Void. I mean, you could try, but this just feels so much realer. And again, we're outdoors again. These little guys, they're fun. Oh, and we get an actual roll call, second episode. So it looks like we're going to be getting one every episode. Boon Red, Boon Blue, Boon Pink. And then this cool thing right before the final pose. Boonboomger.
Very cool. I'm assuming the way that they divide the tire in the background has some story significance. We don't know just yet.
If you can see my mouse. B G.
Boonboomger.
Boonboomger.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, you do know the difference.
What?
The Whiplash reference.
Oh.
I didn't know.
This was fun too, where they're all getting rid of the bad guys all fast and cool and sick, and she stops, like walks up, she walks up to this dude, taps him on the shoulder, turns around, bops him on the head, and after she does it, this is the best part. She does a little giggle out. She does it, and then keeps walking. She knows she's badass. She knows this is fun. This was sick too. When it happened, when I was watching with the people on the chat, everybody was popping off the way he was shooting the holes in a circle and the cross. It's just cool. It's just sick. Finisher.
No has aliens.
Finisher looks cool. Yeah.
That was like a set photo. Did you get a set photo? The clarity on this picture is crazy.
Oh, it looks like a blog update type picture.
Yeah, like we're on Twitter right now.
Yeah, because they're outside. Goddamn it, it's great.
Yeah.
It looks like a set photo. CG. We're gonna have CG fights or CG car stuff.
I love how the thing of they're racing and they're like trying to go somewhere. How did he get behind us?
Mm-hmm.
That's like an actual thing you do in like racing animes and stuff. That's a move that you can do.
Yeah,
I love that.
I like that you can see his eyes change a little bit. I thought that was a cool catch. This idiot, when he comes out, I can clean again, and he starts cleaning the smokestack.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, when Boonboomger gets here, Boon Robo gets here, he's wrapping his face. I don't know, just fun little things.
Mm-hmm.
Sucking up his cape, and he tells him, "Oh, actually, let him suck him up. Why? What are we gonna do? This."
D Henshin. D Gatai.
D Gatai, and then Gatai again. Of course, cool. Big explosion. It wasn't as big or flashy as last week's fight.
As the cake.
It was still nice. Like this was not a bad episode.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
Here's the president of a foreign country in Japan right now, and the reason he's in Japan, and the reason that we had to keep this information a secret, is because.
Well, it was a transfer, right? They were trying to get one thing to him.
Mm-hmm.
And what he got was a checky. That's what they're called. From an idol. So when J-pop groups, I don't know if it happens in Korea too, but when J-pop groups are newer, they'll have sort of secret shows where it's very intimate, very small.
Uh-huh.
As many fans they can go, and it's usually not that many fans, where they sing songs and dance and stuff, and you line up to meet them or whatever, and if they're small enough and you pay enough, you can actually take a picture with them. So that's what this is. It's a checky of Momo. That's this idol's name.
Do you know who this idol is?
Hell no.
Okay.
It's gotta be an act. It's just an actress.
Mm-hmm.
It's fake. It's not an actual idol. We again in the chat, everybody popped off. My favorite comment was, and I want to mirror it.
Yeah.
He's just like me for real.
Because he as soon as he gets the picture, he starts tweaking.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yes.
He gets the picture. He's like, look at her.
Like Momo-chan.
Look at her.
Momo-chan. Yeah. And I get it.
No, dude. If I was the president of another foreign country, I'd go to Japan and be my favorite idol. Favorite idol.
The implication is, he did this maybe the night before.
Yeah.
And then the company or whatever developed the picture, and then they gave it to the other guy to give to him. But yeah, that's an actual Polaroid. I have one of these. Not me in it, but I have a checky of a member from Girls. And the thing about those is that they're personal. They're actually Polaroids that they actually took, and I also have the photo cards, which is what I have in the back of my phone. That's different. Those are mass produced or whatever. These are more, like I said, intimate, real.
I hope, I don't know. I hope this is a real idol, and the dude is like a real fan of the people, because they had to get that picture, right? Like an actual Polaroid to get that picture for this shot or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it would make it so much more interesting if this is a picture that he already had, and they're just using it for this episode because he had it. That would be so cool, so funny. And the way that he was acting for the picture, it looked either he's a really good actor or that's like for real his picture. 'Cause, man, he was popping off.
They're just acting, Tony. They're actors. But
I'd be popping off too, man.
no, unless she's like extremely small, she's not a real idol because nobody recognized this person.
Oh man.
But he's just like me for real.
That's a good picture too.
I'm trying to get Geo PCs, photo cards. But yeah, their reaction was pretty great too. But a job's a job.
Standing emoji.
Yeah, they're just standing there, and
I guess you could call that a national secret.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's a great way to end the episode.
Yeah.
Again, I just loved. I was in 2 chats, and when it happened, both of them were like, "Hell yeah, yeah, I get it, yeah, funny." It was just great. So that was the end of the episode. Technically, Ichiro looks like he's sort of warming up to Mira. So that's sort of how the episode ends. Ishiro leaves to work on something. I'm gonna bet it's another car for them to use. And I think I'm gonna bet his big thing is that he's gonna be a really good mechanic.
Oh, okay.
And he's the one that's gonna be making stuff to be compatible with them, maybe. So that's basically the end of the episode. But this is, again, we're going back to basics for Sentai. So the episode actually ends with,
oh my god,
an ending dance, and it's glorious. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures of this. I loved it. I thought it was pretty fun. How obvious they have a space open for the 6th.
Yeah, I was looking at that. And he's number 2.
What do you mean?
He's next to red.
Number 6?
Yeah.
No, it's between pink and black. Look at that empty ass space right there.
Really? Well, I mean, just looking for like the next picture, top to bottom.
Oh, that's because he's in the middle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Perspective.
This is fun. Reminds me of Mega Ranger. Just, the team all together. This was also cool. Again, you can see
big old space.
Yeah, between black and pink, which is interesting that it be between them two.
I thought it'd be between red and pink.
Yeah, it's usually here. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Maybe they just black and pink don't like each other. Doubt it.
Maybe the 6th will be in the front stage and the Robo will be in the back, in the middle.
Oh, because the Robo sings. Satoshi sings a song.
Satoshi.
And again, Rika Matsumoto, the voice of Satoshi, and Bundurio Bunderas, they would also sing songs for Pokemon as Satoshi. And she would use her Nandake voice. And I heard it a lot here whenever Tario was singing. It's fantastic.
There's also the void that they're using. It's very nice.
Yes, and I love that you can see the goddamn top of it. They don't care. They don't care at all. They're showing the top of it. It's pretty great. And I like this picture a lot too because they're doing their pose. It's backwards.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
That's nice. And this was a really good shot. It's the last shot. They're doing their little pose. Yeah. I think I'm hype. I'm ready for more. Ending dance. Nailed it. Intro. Nailed it. Good job so far, Boonboomger. I'm curious about the mysterious girl character we're going to get next week. I don't know if you said it or I know I read it. People are hoping that that's the 6th.
Yeah. I said it's probably going to be 6th.
Yeah, you did say that. I would love a female 6th. Spoiler alert. The 6th is rumored to be purple.
Yep.
And a Formula 1 driver.
Violet.
Or a Formula 1 motif.
Yes.
She looks very strict. So I had a theory and I put it in the Discord. I think it'd be cool if it was her. And normally she's very strict and sour and everything. But when she gets to fighting, she turns silly. And maybe she has like, quote unquote, for lack of a better word, fetish towards F1 driving, being really fast.
Oh, I see.
So, she's straight laced and then she gets to change her. And only when she fights or, only when she's on the field. Oh, no, love being speed. Blah, 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 blah. But then when we're back to being civilian, she's like,
yeah,
straight laced, hard lined,
hard boiled.
That'd be cool.
Corporate lady.
Yeah. Good episode, Boonboomger.
I'm on her Twitter right now.
Can't wait for next week. You are?
I'm on her Twitter right now. ISA. That's, I guess, who she works for.
Agency.
We will see.
What'd you think?
I liked it. Solid 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
9 what? You didn't...
Oh, I'm sorry. 9 tayas out of 10 burekis.
The hell? Not 9 tires out of 10 tires?
No, yeah, I'm sorry. 9 tayas out of 10 metas.
Oh, his last name? No.
No.
Hando is his last name. What the fuck are you talking about?
Meta is the Ishiro Meta.
Yeah.
Meta. And Shifto. No, I give it about I give it 9 shifts out of 10 shifts.
That's Mira's last name.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
It's the 10 speed this year.
There's my yawn. I'm really looking forward to this mini plot too. That robot is pretty sick. I like that he has like coattails.
That is really nice. It's a cool effect.
Okay. I don't know how they're gonna do it with mini plot. It's not gonna be as like flexible, I bet, but still cool. Okay. I think that's the end of the podcast.
We did a podcast?
We did.
Holy smokes.
Thank you everybody for listening. Damn, I didn't say at the beginning, but you're too bad. Don't forget we have chapters. You can jump around. Snap. If you got this far without knowing that, oops. But yeah, chapters in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Super Blastex everywhere. Please comment. I want to hear from you. Let us know what you think about Boonboomger so far. Super Blastex.
Damn, did you listen to all of that? Go back to the beginning of Boonboomger. Type this if you've done this at the beginning of whatever. I have been TokuTony. You can catch me everywhere at TokuTony. Except for Twitter. On Twitter I am Tony Toku. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with your friends, your family, your peers, and anyone else in the Toku community. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, guys.